Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and happy Sunday. I know I'm usually not live on Sundays. I was gonna go live at 5, and I got tied up, so now we live at 6. Well, it was 6:15. But we got a quick little chat, y'all. I've been waiting to talk about the Chris Brown, and Quavo situation because I have listened to that song over and over. That's the really reason we here. But I pulled a few other things. Okay, so this is gonna be like a little quick little gossip chat, little quickies or whatever. We're not gonna be that long because there's not much going on. I want to finish enjoying my Sunday. Okay, but I hope y'all had a great Sunday. I hope we're gonna all have a good week. We're going to enjoy everything or whatever. But yes. Okay. Y'all know first things first, if you have not done so already, take a quick second and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Okay. Become a JayBird, and you know what I'm saying? Just look a good time. Okay. I am awfully a little bit tired. I don't know why though. But thank y'all to those who are watching live. Hey, cousin. What my cousin? Hey, cousin. That's my cousin. Hey, Nay. I love you. But thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to hit the little like button, to share the video, to like the video, and all that stuff. Okay. But yeah, hey. Thank y'all to those who watching live, but also to those who watch the read of the play. Okay. Now, I feel like when I was trying to see if it was any other like little random thing to discuss, like any random things. It's not even no random stuff. So that's why I said we not gonna be here long. Okay, so for those like, oh my God, I did not know you was live. Why was it so quick? Trying because we just getting into it and moving on from it. That's all. Okay. And because I feel like everybody is out somewhere having a good time. And so that's all we're gonna do. Wait, hold on. I was a little thirsty. But good afternoon. What's it's evening time, ain't it? Because it's 6 o'clock. Now I'm here where I'm at, y'all. Hey, hello. How y'all doing? I'm in my favorite hoodie. And stuff. I came back in the house. I came home, y'all. I came home to talk to y'all because I was like, I don't want to wait until Monday. So let's just get into it. I saved some stuff. Let me get to my little screen, honey. We're going to discuss Chris Brown and Quavo. I want to go over the lyrics because I like rap beef. I like when rappers go back and forth. I like it when they put it on the record. Okay, I like it when they make sure it's gonna be a direct diss. Okay, Chris Brown said, I'm gonna make sure y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I like that, okay? But that is last, okay? Let me see what there's a few things I had saved. A few things I had saved. Which one I want to go to first though? Well, let's start with some good news, I guess. Okay. We're gonna congratulate Eminem because Eminem is around here celebrating 16 years of sobriety. Look, a person being able to be sober, clean and sober for a long period of time is always a congratulations. Okay, so again, 16 years. So he posted this sober chip, and that's a great thing. So I wanted to say congratulations, okay, to Eminem because I remember, child. I recall Eminem back in the day when clearly he was on some things. Okay. Clearly things were happening, different substances, be it, through his mouth, through his nose, stuff. I felt like it was something. I ain't know what. So to see him, 16 years sober, that's a good thing and congrats. Now I wish more, people who, be on substances, okay, will be able to, get clean and sober for years at a time. Because I'm like, if people still on lean, a part of me feel like they are. Anyway, so congrats to him. Now, I also want to get into. I don't want to do Jill Scott yet. Let's talk to the white people. Okay, Bethany Frankel. It's weird to me. I feel like I don't like Bethany Frankel because she came out recently saying how, she could not stand having sex with her husband. She felt like she was forcing herself to do it. She just did not like it at all. How he was at her, you know what I'm saying? She said, we're laying in bed and he used to say to me, you're like a block of ice because I did not want to be intimate. I did not want to have sex. I did not respect him. I did not want to have sex at all. He said to me, it feels like this bed is a black ice. And I was like, when you get to the point to where you don't want to be intimate with your husband, shouldn't you leave? If you're forcing yourself to do it, if you're dreading it, and if he did y'all go to counseling? Because I'm not forcing myself to bang anybody, even my husband. Because if we both know it's an issue, that means it ain't fun. Hey my. That's my mama. Okay. So Bethany Frankel, I feel like maybe Bethany Frankel is my Jada Pinkett Smith. Because some people can't stand when Jada Pinkett Smith, talk about her life, and I'm like, let her talk. But with Bethany Frankel, I'm like, I don't want to hear nothing from the lady. Leave it be. But again, you should not have to force yourself to be with nobody. Okay, you should not force yourself. And she said it was torture. I'm like, what, the sex that bad? Was it also bad sex? Because if it does now they got married. Let me see. They got married in 2010. They had the one child together. They started divorcing in 2013. Look, they revealed they were breaking up in 2013. The divorce was not finalized until 2021. They were divorcing for 8 years. Mainly because of her money. You know what I'm saying? She has a lot of money. And I'm just not trying to force myself to be with nobody. It's on my nerves, okay? Also, we talked the other day about Brian McKnight, who basically was saying his children, okay, his older children were product of sin. I said, now why would he say that? Well, one of the kids said, I know you lying. So one of Brian McKnight's kids, okay, Nico Knight, I'm evil. That's wild. The guy who used to make me clean up used condoms out his bathroom at 15 before Lisa got home is calling me evil for sure. Okay. the guy who forged signatures on our names is calling us evil for sure. Again, Brian McKnight's older kids be like, Daddy, F you. I feel like Brian McKnight don't F with his kids, and his kids don't F with him. But calling your kids evil and saying they were created from sin, that's a lot. Because them kids didn't ask to be here at all. Them kids were not trying to be born. Okay, you was out here, child, fornicating. Okay, because if you said they were born in sin, that means you were not married. You can't blame them kids for how you created them. And the kids said bull stuff. Can't be the S. You was around here making me. First of all, to have your child clean up used condoms, that has to be a form of child abuse, in my opinion. Okay, so I feel like each time Brian McKnight tried to come out against his kids and say something, the kids should come out. Each time the kids should come out and reveal some kind of secret, like, oh, we evil, oh, we evil. What about you and your lesbian relation or whatever? Okay, toss an insult, because if you can come around here and talk cash about me, I can do that about you. I'm so mad that his wife, his current wife, is not saying, husband, stop. Don't say nothing on social media. Stop. It's weird that she's just like going, but child, maybe she's a problem. I seen this. Okay, I said, now what is happening here? A woman set her Lash Tech's vehicle on fire for not being able to be serviced. Now I said, now first of all, if you can't get your lashes done, that does not mean you should create a felony charge for yourself, because arson is a felony. It's not a misdemeanor, and you on camera set this person's car on fire. I saw the car burning up. Okay, that's the people, the fire trucks or whatever, putting the car out because that fool caught on camera setting it ablaze. First of all, I was like, what is wrong with folks? Now, the Lash Tech put out text between, her and the person. Can you come in this morning? Can I come tomorrow or tonight? I got OT in the AM and I got 5+ tonight. Okay, can I come now, please? It's Easter. I had to move Friday client today. You taking the baby OT? Nope, coming back Sunday. Okay. Then it went left some kind of way. Okay, I don't like your fake ass. I'm outside. There's somebody in the chair. I'm on FaceTime. Yes. Okay. Can I be next? I'm outside. I told you I have clients back to back. This is my thing. You can't pop up to your person's job saying, hey, I know you told me you busy. I know you told me you booked back to back, but I'm here. So you should do. No, I told you I have clients back to back. You being outside don't mean shit. Okay. Okay, you told me to come still. So the next not here, can I be next? That's how you do anyways. Hello. It's again, because the person not responding. I'm not showing up. If I don't have an appointment, I'm not showing up. I keep seeing people post about how the horrible customer service from hairstylists, from lash folks, from nail or whatever. I feel like when somebody has bad service, if you keep going to them, they will keep having bad service. And I should have to send you a text picture of my next client. Bitch, I told you no. I said no. I just drive an hour. What is you saying? I'm not going to keep texting you. That's what I'm saying. My next is here. Okay, after her, Sela, don't piss me off tonight. You're going to be pissed too. Shot a threat. You wokey. You said, what's a wokey? You wokey bitch. What the f is wrong with you when it come to me? Bitch, if you don't never want to do my again, say that. Bitch, I just went month without lashes. I can go more. You weird. I'm like, man, why you texting? You got some. You want to get off your chest. What the F? Oh, L'Oreal. It's just like, I'm not about to back and forth it with you. You texting back and forth ain't gonna get you in the chair. And if she's telling you, ma'am, I have 2 clients here already and 1 pull up, really not gonna go back and forth with you, I would have blocked, and blocked. And the fact that after all of that, you set her child, now you're going to jail. What I don't understand is why she had to go find me to get a new car. Don't. She may not have had insurance. She may not have had insurance. If the artist wanted to put the car, she could have blown. Not the person probably did not have insurance. I just feel like it's crazy because if the Lash check has insurance or not, B, you the one that set my car on fire because I could not fit you in. Now my thing is this: is there ever a reason for arson? I mean, no, not really. Because it's like you would end up going to jail. I would rather get into an argument with somebody face to face and end up beating their ass. And then just saying, hey, we was arguing and I won the fight. Versus trying to, because my thing is, when you set a car on fire, that car can blow up because it's gas in that car. And whatever's other people's cars, other houses, if it's an apartment complex, it's like the fire could transfer from her car to the car next to her. Okay, from her car to the apartment to wherever. Because I don't know exactly where the girl lives. Now the car is like in the car is in a spot that's like all by its lonesome. Let me go to her page. Let's see. Lash by Caesar. Let's see if, because I don't. Lash by Caesar. Her name was Marcella. Okay. So this old girl, child, not in Chicago, because Chicago was rough. You hear me? It's rough. Let's see the GoFundMe. Let's see the GoFundMe. She wanted $50,000. I want 40. I need 4 rich folk to give me 4. Now she's raised $1,300. Okay, I keep saying I want to do a GoFundMe, but I feel like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But thank God she had cameras, because the cameras were caught it. Okay, let's see what the thing say. Hey, my name was Marcella Orr. I'm a single mom in Chicago Lash Tech. Unfortunately, my car was recently set on fire by a client that couldn't be serviced due to my fully booked schedule. I appreciate and value all my customers. So under normal circumstances, I would have tried to squeeze her in. However, I was also prepping to attend a women's empowerment conference the next morning. I stayed silent and tried to process this in my own way, but the act of someone throwing my property or whatever is hard for me. Blah 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 blah. Donations for new car. I mean, she posted the whole thing here. Okay, of the whole shebang. She wants to go with the GoFundMe, okay, to raise some money. I mean, if folk want to send her some money, I guess, that's what it is, because that's what GoFundMe is for. Now, I don't know which person is her. Let's see. Maybe this is her. I guess that's her. I don't know her. Okay. But she's a lash tech. She has people around here of lashes here and there. Now, I wonder, whoever set her car on fire, is she on your page somewhere? You know, it should be. And if I'm busy, you can't. Why would you set my stuff on fire? Burn it up. Burn it up. Oh, this is a new page. Child. I just need folks to stop being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because now, one, I'm going to report you to the police. I'm going to report you to the police because why not? And that's, I feel like arson is a full felony. I don't think it's like I don't think arson can be taken down to a misdemeanor. Anyway, I saw this story a few days ago, and I was a bit confused when I first saw the headline. The judge finds an Indianapolis mother who admitted to smothering her 2-month-old baby while high on meth, but she was found not guilty. Now, when I first seen it, I was upset. Like, why would the judge? I'm like, is she fucking the judge? I was so confused because I was like, how does that happen? However, I feel like I was like, oh, they charged her with like murder. I feel like that charge was wrong. So I said, was the DA so convinced that we charging a black woman, they gonna find her guilty? So it don't matter what the charge is. And the judge said, you know, she should have been charged. She would have been found guilty if it was involuntary manslaughter. I think some folk don't get sometimes, but the DA should. You have to charge somebody with the right crime, because even if somebody dies and you cause someone to die, how it went about should dictate the charge. And you can't charge somebody with like murder one just because they may not be guilty of that. So I saw people like, oh my God, you know, are we happy she got off? Because she admitted to doing it. You know what I'm saying? But let's listen to the judge.
Trial here that lasted 3 days at the Community Justice Campus. And that means that the judge heard all the evidence. There was no jury, and the judge decides the verdict. And Judge Mark Stoner ruled within the last hour that Daisha Lacey did not commit a criminal act of neglect that resulted in her 2-month-old baby's death. Lacey allegedly admitted in a police interview that she smothered her child while she was high on meth. And
I still wonder, where do you get meth from? I'm like, where? Like, I feel like when people, I'm like, the fact that in 2024, people still do meth is weird. They can't, because it was a movie called Double Jeopardy. It starred I don't know. Watch the movie called Double Jeopardy. That's how I found out years ago that once the law is, for instance, you are accused of a crime. You are accused of killing somebody. You are charged in the death of someone. If you are found guilty of that charge, because in this movie, the lady was found, I can't think of her name, but she's a good actress. When you are found let's say you are found guilty of murdering somebody. In the movie, the person who was allegedly killed faked their death. The wife went to prison for said death, did her time, and got out. And when she wasn't found when she wasn't found, her ex-husband, who faked his own death and left to go to prison, had a whole new life with a whole new name. Thank y'all, Ashley Judd. Thank you, Ashley Judd. Yes. And in the movie, when she got out, because she found out her husband was alive, and she found out in jail, if he's alive, because you've already been found guilty of his murder, you can walk up to him in broad daylight and kill him. And because of double jeopardy, they cannot recharge you because you've already been sentenced and you've already been sentenced and judged for that crime. So if you are found innocent, let's say somebody died, they charge you for that person's death, and you're charged with, let's say, murder one. You get found innocent of it. Even if you confess to doing it and you're found innocent because that charge did not fit, they can't recharge you on the lesser charge because it's the same crime. So double jeopardy means if you're found guilty or innocent of a crime, they cannot recharge you for any reason for that same crime. Yeah, DA completely fucked up. Completely fucked up. I'm like, I don't know why she was charged with murder in the first. When I heard, I'm like, oh, her even saying I was high on meth, and in my highness, this is what I did. That means it was not premeditated. That means there was no history of abuse. That means your crazy ass was around here high on meth, and somebody ended up dying. That's involuntary manslaughter, not murder one.
I'm tired. She allegedly put a pillow on the baby's face to make her stop crying. Lacey's other daughter, who was only 3 at the time, testified that she saw her mom put a pillow on her baby's face.
Not a 3-year-old testimony.
But there was no medical or physical evidence presented at trial to show that the baby was smothered or that she died from suffocation. The judge said that the charges were not appropriate just in this.
And to me, the fact that nobody said beforehand, you do know that charge does not fit the crime. Charge her with manslaughter. So that way she could have been fine. Because she did it. She's guilty of causing the death. She is. However, the charge was, I'm like, I didn't know. Not even the judge didn't say, you sure you want to do murder? You sure about that, DA? You do? Like, I'm like, there was no conversation.
This case.
Court accordingly enters judgment of not guilty, reluctantly.
Child, not her being relieved when she knows she did it.
I do hope that you will take the opportunity to get the counseling that you need, to get the counseling for the children that you need.
First of all, hopefully I hope CPS took the other kids.
That you learn from this behavior, and hopefully the rest of the community learns from this behavior, that you cannot go out and party on the weekend and be with children.
Appropriate in this case.
She don't need her children. At all. At all. One, that lady gonna suffer. She gonna suffer for life. She probably gonna get back on drugs. This probably, because when you are sober and you realize what you've done, and because my thing sometimes being not in the physical building of a prison, but being in prison, in all the ways, it's torture. And to me, she deserves it, because when you are a parent of multiple children and you do something as if like you got kids at the house and you up and being high on meth, like who? I don't understand it. And the judge said he believed that she was guilty of involuntary manslaughter, but because that wasn't charged, she got fined not guilty. He said, you're not innocent, but you're not guilty of what the state charged you with. I was like, Lord, this is the case that happens when you're a bad parent. There are some things you can never do. You can never have sole possession of your children and go out and use drugs. Not everything that's a mistake or everything that is wrong is criminal. Something has to be done with criminal intent, criminal responsibility, and that's what the defendant was charged with. Blame the DA. But she's a killer. And the judge was smart enough to say You guilty. You guilty. But the charge, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that. It ain't that. I don't know, people and their children, people and these kids. I feel like, child, this if you take the kids, okay. Y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville, where it's at. Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back. It'll be back on, I think, for child May 4th. This whole time they've been filming, I feel like nobody really has been on social media. We don't know much of what the season is about. We do know that Destiny's back and her ex-boyfriend is now married to a producer on the show and blah, blah, blah. We know that little bit or whatever, but I'm happy that a lot of the stuff has not spilled out onto social media, or I'm just not paying attention at all. Once I realized the show was coming back, we then seen Martell is always on some bull other stuff, okay? After seeing, the trailer where Maurice and Marceau is, kind of discussing Martell. Martell never posts on social media, for one. So Martell even posting stuff 2 weeks before. Let's say 2 weeks. Yeah. About 2 weeks before the show comes back. Child, for what? And beefing with the men or whatever. And I don't really care that much, but y'all might or whatever. Martell trying to claim that, Maurice, you're more like Mel, and I'm more like Kiowa. So do you really understand what I'm going through? Because Maurice and I get what Martell. I don't care. I really want these reality shows to stay off social media. I was I saw clips of the Love and Marriage DC show, and I also watched Carlos King and Dustin Ross, because I like Dustin Ross. So I will watch Carlos King's recast with Dustin Ross. And when Dustin Ross said, he was like, people on the show need to stop commenting on Twitter. Stop fussing on Twitter. Stop going back and forth with fans on Twitter. He said, when you are on the show, Twitter ain't made for you. Twitter is made for the fans watching the show. When you give your opinion and your attention to people for free on Twitter, what's the point of watching the show? And I'm like, that makes so much sense. Also, he was saying how when so much stuff happens on social media that really does not happen on a show, it's stupid because we're missing too many pieces. He was like, stuff that happens on social media should not dictate why y'all beefing on the show. I agree. I feel like say what you're going to say for on the show. If you watch the trailer for the season, it does look really good. The new season trailer, because I'm going to review it, it looks good. It looks like it's all new stuff. It's not old stuff. But I don't have time for Maurice being his actor self. I'm not Maurice Martell. Being his actor self, trying to fuss back and forth with folk at all. And he said to Marceau, you and Tisha never had any type of infidelity in your marriage, and she do whatever you say. So where's your wisdom coming from, child? So he trying to say, one, you and Tisha had cheating shit, and Maurice, you ain't shit either. Child, when the show come back on, I'm only reviewing things that happen on the show. I am not dealing with the bullshit of social media. I can't. Not today, not ever. Okay. Child, y'all favorite Bishop got a new jacket. Bishop Robbery out here. Y'all know he said he doing a podcast, okay, in his basement with photos of himself, okay? And he wants y'all to see his new jacket. Now, this may be a real piece, but I don't know. I also feel like it's fake because it looks too gaudy. I feel like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, okay, Fendi. I don't feel like they had gaudy shit like this. This looks fake, but it may be real. I don't know. Okay. The leather looked too shiny to me. It looked too shiny to me. Now I have a Louis Vuitton bag. My bag and I ordered mine from Louis Vuitton. Okay. Had a sign for delivery. You can't leave it there. Okay. And I feel like my bag is not shiny. Now it's a quality leather, but for some reason I just feel like it's too shiny. But he wants y'all to see him. He at home with his tripod taking photos of himself. To show y'all that he got a jacket that matches some boots. Okay. Y'all go now. Should we even tune in to the Bishop Robbery podcast? Which is called Not Guilty. Now, I don't know where because he had went live about a week or so ago, and I had it on my phone. Tried not deleted it because I didn't care. Because it was like an hour of him talking. I don't care. So he may have said, yeah, I'm gonna have a podcast. The podcast gonna be on IG or the podcast gonna be on YouTube. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Does he have a link? Because I'm like, does he have a link to where we supposed to go for this podcast? Let's see. Because on his page, y'all see the little link thing that says Whitehead for BK. Okay, and I went there. And this is where it took me. Acne treatments, whitehead removals, and gifts for men. So I'm assuming whatever domain he had, that ain't it no more. Okay. So if he has a podcast, he don't even have a link to where to find the podcast at. Because I don't know. Okay. And let's just scroll. I told us it's a random Sunday, and we just scrolling and talking. It's gonna be about an hour. His new little jacket. Okay, y'all see, what I'm saying? It says, haters, please excuse my back. Anyway, let me see. He got this new little leather. Okay, ain't no comments, but it's okay. This new little leather thing he got on because he wants y'all to think that he is something new. Okay, look at my new watch. Look at my shiny face. I have glasses down that match this jacket too. Okay, don't be hating on me, hate on you. Child, it's different. Okay, it's just weird. So I don't know, child. Come on now, look, it's the Gucci suit now. It's a Gucci suit. They cut up old bags. That may be true. That may be true. I don't know. Right, he probably ain't paid for the domain, so it don't work no more. But y'all, it's him. He got his Gucci. No, I'm sorry, Louis Vuitton. His Louis Vuitton full body suit. Oh, it's YouTube. Let's see. He didn't put no link in it. Let's see. Let's see the channel. Because that means I'm going to have to subscribe to his channel. Okay. So, let me share. Okay. So, Bishop Whitehead YouTube channel. Okay. He has 6 subscribers. That's okay. Because when I first started, I only had 15. So he has 6 subscribers so far. He joined April 15th. So he's only been on for about 6 days. So every day he gained a subscriber. Okay. It's called the Whitehead Podcast. Y'all, let me subscribe. Okay. Let's refresh it. It should say 7 now. He has 7. I'm a subscriber. That's it. Nothing else there. So again, we shall see what he gonna do and when he gonna do it. Okay, but y'all look, when y'all go subscribe to that man channel, don't tell him I sent y'all. Remember, I'm a secret. Okay, I'm a secret. Anyway, but Bishop around here, he won't try to subscribe to stuff. You know, him and his suits. He wants y'all to stay focused. Okay, he's posting all the things that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all watch the interview he had with Jamal Bryant? Because it was him on, is it music playing?
Love you.
It's music playing. And I know I can't do stuff for music. So him and Jamal Bryant did a child. First of all, he's sitting there looking guilty. Okay, that looked guilty right there. He had an interview with Jamal Bryant. It was on Jamal Bryant's YouTube page. And when I tell y'all, I watched it. And I was like, first of all, let me see if I can find it on Jamal's page. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want, and I don't know Jamal Bryant, you know, flags folk for, you know what I'm saying, watching stuff that he has going on, and I don't want to get flagged by Jamal Bryant. But I know I synced it. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Boom. No sound, Jesus. So Jamal, let me skip. Boom. I just said, girl. I'm trying to skip the ass. So, you know, him and Jamal was around here. Let me get a picture of them, of the whole little setup. Hold on. Where's the whole setup? Because this is his podcasting space. And the whole time I was like, first of all, I am distracted because of the lit up guitar in the corner. I'm like, why does he have a Christmas lighted up guitar in the corner? Okay. And he's sitting up there talking to Jamal. This is his podcasting space. And he's discussing, it's supposed to be this exclusive interview conversation with y'all know Jamal Bryant. Is Jamal coming to Giselle? No. It's Giselle Bryant's ex-husband, as Monique called him, Pat the Holy Whore. But he's not saying anything different than what he said on his own YouTube, on his own IG page. Okay, so I feel like, sir, you're repeating the same shit. You're trying to discuss the charges that you were charged with, and boom. This one, okay. I feel like you want us to feel like I am giving an exclusive conversation to Jamal Bryant, but he really wasn't. Nothing he said was new. Even him trying to explain, look, it really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't lying to the FBI. The FBI asked me if I had a second phone to talk to them on about Mary Adams, and I said no, even though he had another phone. So Jamal, the whole thing, Jamal asked him a few questions. Even when Jamal asked him about, you know, the money from the stolen money, the gidget got to me was when Jamal asked him, hey, folks are still saying you got all these fancy suits, you know, you got the Rolls Royce, you have all this money and access. Why was you renting a church? And when he then said, we were renting the space because I bought another church, but somebody else was in that church and blah, blah, blah. We know the whole debacle. I'm like, but sir, if you did not have a church home and you were trying to buy a church, why would you buy a church that already has tenants who is a church in there? And every explanation to me, it was just fake and stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it was like an hour-long interview. Nothing was really new. That's why I really didn't discuss it or recap. I'm like, we've already recapped the same shit, you know. But Jamal was like, oh, really? Oh, yeah. Wow. Like, even Jamal's responses was like, I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to let you have it, and I'm going to move on, okay? But if y'all want to, go on over there and, you know, get into what that man said. But he wants y'all to see his new jackets. Y'all look at his new jackets. And then hopefully somebody will think they real. Nicki Minaj, let me clip this one off, okay? Well, no, I want to get Porsha and Simon. Porsha and Simon consistently, I just want them to go away at this point. I'm like, we getting so much of this shit. I don't know who want more to them, Porsha or Simon. So Simon is now taking legal action against Porsha and the show. Okay. Allegedly, Simon motioned to have all communications involving his likeness from the show to turn into the courts as part of the divorce from Porsha. This is what's crazy. I feel like when you were on Housewives, you and Porsha allegedly didn't have no relationship. And I feel like currently we keep being told that they're not filming for this season yet. They have not started filming. A part of me feel like what could Bravo have of you if y'all not filming yet? And when you were filming with Fallon. It's weird, okay? This is a recent report from Radar Online. It says Simon Guobadia wants the court to require a producer from the Bravo series to attend a deposition next month. He reportedly requested that the producer be prepared to speak on his soon-to-be ex-wife Porsha's her status from 2022 to 2025, and all information about her salary be shared. I'm like, not her salary. Simon also asked that all communication where Porsha Williams spoke about him to producers be turned in. Specifically the part where anything discussing the ex-couple's divorce, prenup, filming at their home, as well as storylines for the upcoming season to be submitted as evidence. Okay. Any and all photographs, videos, recordings, tapings, footage, or filming of the property since February 22nd of 2024 till now. And I was like, this is so messy. Y'all have not been married long enough for all this shit. Y'all would look like 15, maybe 15 months. I'm like, this is too much. And I don't know who I'm more aggravated with, Simon or Porsha. Porsha for putting herself in this situation. Because we can't say, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. But the fact that, you know, they were saying that the prenup, initially the prenup was that if we break up, the prenup said if we break up, it was a clause in it that said he would leave the property within 30 days. And that ain't happened. Okay. And that because he trying to fight who stay in the house. I was like, if you are so rich, and you be gone anyway, why you beefing with her at the house? Now his thing is, I bought the house. But if in the prenup it says if we separate or divorce, you leave, why are you fighting about it? And why are you dragging Bravo into it? And this is to get you guys. I feel like if all this should happen and then we don't get to see any of this on the show, like I just hope he don't put no little gag order to where she can't discuss him or the divorce, because I feel like at that point, why is she back on the show? But Simon trying to get all the footage and all the information and all the stuff. Child, divorce her, move on. But again, this is the same shit we saw Simon do with Fallon, that Porsha had no issue with handling, because Fallon also said I publicly went through a divorce with him, also nitpicking at me and this and that and that and this, and Porsha was sitting right beside that man and let it happen. And now we see that's what he's doing to her. So, child, it's gonna affect child. I hope that this may be like the child. Is this the new Kenya and Mark? Because it's almost the same thing. Kenya and Mark was not married that long for the divorce should happen, and then it's been bullshit ever since. Okay, so what if Porsha and Simon end up battling for the divorce for a couple years? And yeah, I don't know, because I feel like if the prenup just said, if we are divorcing while going through the divorce, Simon would leave the house. I really don't think that means that that Porsha would own it. I think it meant while they're divorcing, they would not live in the same house, and Porsha would be the one living in the house. You think he's trying to destroy her? It makes sense, because when he was divorcing Fallon, and Porsha at that point was not going back on Housewives, Fallon would not be on Housewives. He never got that storyline. It could be that now I'm going to divorce, and the person I'm divorcing is on the show. So this may play out on the show. So I want control over anything that is shown about me on the show. Child, Porsha, next time, girl, this girl is cheaper to be single. Cheaper to just be single. Y'all take one little second, and like the video, please. And we are back. Child, I feel like all the rapper beef is causing everybody else to beef, and it's just beef. And I don't want folk to keep beefing. Okay, it's getting messy. It's getting real messy, and we don't know who's sad to pick. But there were a few I'm on the wrong page. A few concert things happening this weekend. Offset child was at somewhere. I don't know where. Y'all, the Dick it will always be funny. Okay, I would never get rid of that. Okay. I may find some new dances of them, but it's gonna be that. But Offset was around here. It said he was at Starlet's. Okay, a strip club in New York. Now up here, everybody tossing money. Okay, tossing money. And it seems Offset got upset. They toss some money around, and they just tossing money. And apparently they're saying it may have been because Offset did not like how someone was throwing money. I said, what are you doing? Offset, get back. Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay, but I'm like, when you somewhere tossing money at people, like, how you mad? Like, what happened? I'm pretty sure somebody must have said something, and Offset came over there ready to offset some things. Okay, to offset some things or whatever. But I'm like, who kept the money? Okay, is it y'all throwing ones? Y'all throwing fives, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s? What bills are being tossed? Okay, toss all the money my way. Okay, now after said event, Offset is at the house, okay, with his wife. You know, he bought her a new Richard Mille watch and whatnot. Okay, so they at the house enjoying each other's company. And this is my thing. I feel like so many folks feel like, oh my God, Cardi B and Offset, you know, was they really divorcing? Was really beef and this and that and then this? A part of me feel like Cardi B and Offset was having a regular couple spat, pissed off at each other, and was like, we can't do this. But they also said they going to counseling and maybe they're just working things out. They're still legally married. They have children. If they are trying to work things out, that's great. If after toss some money in the air at the strip club and almost fighting somebody, you go home to your husband, you know what I'm saying, or your wife, that's fine. But somebody let them know, toss the money my way, okay? Because at the end of the day, I can use an extra whatever amount of money. The DJ said, because I don't know what it didn't sound. The DJ said they threw money in it. Oh, see the disrespect. You can't be throwing money in folks' face. Okay. And I feel like Offset is a fighter, you know, if need be. Okay. Then Nicki Minaj was here. Nicki Minaj was here in the D. I heard great things. I have friends who went to the concert. They said it was a great concert. She brought out Big Sean to do Go Stupid. Let's go. I said, why? No music. Anyway, her and Big Sean performed together. The song came out a while ago. And look, don't let it fool y'all. We be hype here at concerts, okay? Folks had good times at concerts here, okay? So I didn't hear any negative. I didn't hear anything crazy about it. I have been seeing other folks complain about it coming on late. Maybe because we late birds here, we don't care. But again, she brought out Big Sean. Big Sean is from here, from 313. Great. However, okay, she was at a concert performing and somebody threw something on stage and Nicki Minaj is she a baseball player? Child, Nicki said, bitch, not me. Now, first of all, she blocked whatever they threw. And she didn't. People, stop throwing objects on stage. Mainly because even if you throwing something, maybe you throwing a flower. Don't nobody know what you tossing. So we already on defense. But the fact that that was when Cardi B pick up that thing and threw that mic, it was like, child, aiming. Okay, I'm aiming at you. Child, wind it up, toss. You know what I'm saying? But stop throwing stuff at people. Okay, stop it. Because one, maybe she picked it up and knew it wasn't nothing hard, like hurt someone. But bitch, I'm gonna toss it back at you. Meaning, don't you throw nothing else up here at me. Don't you throw nothing else up here at me. I am performing. Because every time I see somebody at a concert and they if you thought we've seen men on concerts or whatever, and women throwing panties and bras. Okay, you can see that someone throwing a piece of clothing up. Okay, I see it's a bra. No matter what, stop throwing stuff. Okay, just stop. But Nicki said, bitch, I'm going to keep performing. Okay, other than that, I did not hear anything crazy, about her on tour, at least while she was here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Nicki is a legend. Okay, we're not going to act like she isn't. Okay. I'm hoping that when the tour first started, I felt like, oh, this don't child. But y'all know the beginning of every tour, there are kinks. You have to find your groove, get comfortable. And now what I see from her, when I see clips or whatever, it all looks good. You know what I'm saying? She's finding her niche. Now she late now. They always say she late. But I mean, sometimes greatness takes time. So kudos to Nicki for being here. I covered, because I told y'all there wasn't so much. Oh, I gotta get Jill Scott. We did Nicki. We did Porsha. Well, I gotta do Jill Scott after we discuss Quavo and them. So, but one child, so look, everybody dissing people. And I can't play the dissing records here. However, Drake released a diss track at Kendrick. And in the diss track, there's Snoop Dogg. How the fuck I get in this? Now see, how am I in it?
They did what? When? How? Are you sure?
Y'all, why? Y'all, the Snoop Dogg finally look old. I feel like Snoop has never looked old, but in this right here, I said, oh, Snoop look like he's in his 50s. Okay, he don't look bad though. I'm just saying. But can you imagine waking up and folks saying, you did Kendrick? I did what? Because AI did your voice?
Y'all have a good night. And to all. Right off, everybody calling my phone, blowing me up. What the fuck? What happened? What's going on? I'm going back to bed. Good night.
Like, keep me out y'all stuff. Leave Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg ain't in this. Drake, stop. Just stop. Okay. Now, Kanye West released a diss track. Dissing Drake and J. Cole. I was like, again, everybody around here diss tracking each other at the same damn time. It's too much. Okay, it's too much. Jesus, fix it. Now, I want to get into. I don't have a picture of them, but I'm gonna pop that off because let's just get into it. Boom, boom, boom. The biggest news to me was Chris Brown's direct diss at Quavo. The kind of diss music I prefer. I hate having to decipher who said what to who and who was talking to who. Like, I don't want to have to figure it out. I don't want to have to figure out, okay, E plus X equals Y divided by 3/4 quarters of an apple plus 3 brick houses, and it all equals a devil's angel. I don't want to have to figure out who you talking about. Okay, put a name on it if it's a true diss record. Now, Quavo and Chris had dropped like little snippets. I think Chris Brown had a verse on somebody else's song, and he said aimed at Quavo, and Quavo also did the same. So that was a verse to each other. Christopher Maurice Brown. The fact that Christopher Maurice Brown, Chris Brown's legal full name, was trending when he put out the diss track called Weakest Link. And I felt like, I was like, Chris, what is it? Chris. Now it was late. Let me shut the sound off. Like, Chris put this up. The cover art is Quavo eating a hot dog, which we know what that means. Okay, we know that the equivalent of this means you dick sucking. Okay, which is being disrespectful. Okay, and a part of me felt like, I was like, what the fuck happened? I was so confused. Now, when I listened to it, I was like, Jesus Christ. And this to me was a direct disrespect. My comment said when I listened to not that night, I listened to it because Chris Brown put the link to the full thing in his IG story. Like, here's the link, go here and listen to it on YouTube. And I listened a good 15 times to like really hear the words. I'm like, oh, he's like, you do not have to slow it down. You don't need no child. It was direct. And it reminded me of Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. First off, fuck your chick. First off, fuck your clique in the chicken flame. West Side, we rap, come equipped gang. You can't be a player, but I fucked your wife. I was like, and Biggie is them. I was like, it was Tupac directly going at Biggie. Fuck Biggie, fuck Mobb Deep, fuck Bad Boy. Direct hits towards who he was talking about. When Ice Cube did No Vaseline and named each member, Dre, MC Ren, the Eazy-E, the manager, named everybody, that to me, if you really diss it, that's what you do. I don't want to hear no whatever. And Chris Brown is a singer. He's an R&B dude. But we know Chris Brown has also rapped on stuff, you know what I'm saying, a little bit over the years. Okay. So the part I liked the most was it was direct, it was disrespectful, okay, and deliberate. Okay, I said I am speechless in the music world of rap battle. This is top tier. Chris Brown beef with Quavo was not on my bingo card. The artwork of him eating a hot dog. Okay, Chris Brown exposed that he allegedly slept with Saweetie. And him coming at Quavo directly. And I said, everybody calm down. Let's leave it alone. Because I just did not want it to get to a point where, because with Biggie and Tupac both dead. Now we know that, Jay-Z versus Nas, it's been other rap beasts over the years. And those have not ended in death, just Biggie and Tupac. But I felt like Chris Brown was so disrespectfully. It was a good diss. Y'all, let's go to the lyrics. Okay, I had to look up the lyrics because I'm like, I want to read, and I can't play the song. I can't play it, but we can read lyrics. Okay, let's get down to facts, pussy. I'm dripped in red. Don't let this R&B fool you. Niggas get ripped shreds. Quavo talking like he thug. Nigga, you a bitch with dreads. You a bitch. Can't wait to see the day that you back up all that you said. What's all that bullshit you talking? You ain't no huncho, nigga. You the weakest link out your clique. Let's keep a hundo, nigga. You my ex-hoe. First of all, I'm like, why you gotta be hoes? So I will say the things I don't like is when they are referencing women they used to be with. Like, why they gotta be a hoe? Like, y'all two just beef it out. Leave the women y'all were with at one point. Leave them out. So that's the one part I don't like. But again, Tupac told Biggie, I fucked your wife. I fucked your bitch. Tupac said, that's why you fat. But that's what Tupac said. Tupac said, I fucked your bitch. You fat. So Tupac did it first. And no one said, but what about Faith? So I can't be a hypocrite and make it seem as if, but I still, now as a 42-year-old woman, I'm like, leave that alone. But yeah, look, beef has no morals. There's not supposed to be rules, or whatever. I think my only thing be let's leave dead. Like you should be dead, fuck out of it. But you know, because we was pissed off when Meg was like your dead mama. We was mad about that. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, blah blah blue. I'm just saying. Okay. Back to it. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm bleeping some curse words because I don't want YouTube to flag me. Okay, you my hoe. That's cool. I don't get no nigga to the bitch. Cause I your ex when you were still with her, bitch. I'm up, little nigga. I'm up. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit. Don't let the line go over your head. I might just think about it. I might just think about that shit. Crack, crack, crack. I had her thinking about the dick. There's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea up on that, up out that bit, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit. Now, again, when he said, you know what I'm saying, look. There's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea. That was people saying, you know, sweetie. Okay. Sweet. And so the fact that he's saying while you was with Sweetie, while you were talking about how you was with my ex, Karuchi, after me and her broke up, I was with your girl while you was with. I was like, not Chris snitching on Sweetie. Now we're gonna pause a little bit because I saw folk online saying, okay, so Sweetie was with Quavo, allegedly for Chris Brown. While with Quavo, she's also linked now to YG. And folk were saying people tried to slut shame Meg, but no one's doing that to Sweetie. And I was like, child, first of all, neither woman should be slut shamed. Because if you are a grown person, you are allowed to do what you want to do with your coochie, okay? Neither woman should be slut shamed. But I do realize people did talk about Meg. No one has talked about Sweetie yet. But I feel like, child, dudes do it, so do we care? Anyway. Let's see. He then said, I ain't playing chess with a checker player. Not a checker player. I'm a ticking bomb on the detonator. Niggas, I'm a defecator. I put amigo on a ventilator. I'm like, not a ventilator. No. I put amigo on the ventilator. Stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on elevator. Now, a lot of folk had issue. Okay? A lot of folk had issue. Let me see if I can find it. People were like, how can Chris Brown talk ish about that? We know what he did, him and Rihanna. And I am not defending Chris Brown. I'm not defending Quavo. What I will say is Chris Brown said that line because Quavo brought up Chris being an abuser and Quavo's diss to Chris Brown. So Chris Brown was responding saying, how can you call me out for my behavior when you were accused of the same thing? And it was on camera. Okay. I'm not defending Chris at all. I'm just explaining why Chris said that. It was in response, you know, to that. But yes, they did also say that she said what Offset, but I'll leave it alone. So that is why Chris Brown said that part. It was only because Offset was talking about Chris being an abuser. So Chris' point was, nigga, you on camera doing the same shit. I'm like, both of y'all some abusers. Anyway, again, stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. We seen the taste, the devastation. You doing bad. You a bitch, and your music is trash. Fashion Week, they set me next to your lame ass. I was really mad. All I kept thinking about was breaking your face, but I gave you a pass. You lucky I ain't want to fuck the money up, bro. Boy, I would have broke you in half. Quit trying to be tough. You ain't like that. Why you keep showing off? Quit talking about drugs. You're the only pack that I've been smoking. Lord. I just hit my plug, told him, come back. I need more than one. Your last album was a weed, the last album was a weed tray. There's some bullshit that we rolled up on. It's on. Put you to bed. Night. That's Sudafed. Showed me that tender. No, I'm sorry. Showed me that I'm tender, bitch. Time to prove what you just said. R.I.P. Takeoff. He's the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everyone really wished it was you instead. You tripping. Chris, don't say that. Don't lose your head. You done turn up the big bad wolf on. These fuck niggas never knew revenge. This what happens when a fuck nigga push a real nigga out to great. When a F nigga push a real nigga out to the edge. This what happens when a dumb get fame and it gets to his head. You gonna kiss the ring, big F you from my middle finger. I'm tattooed my trigger finger. Bring real beef to your dinner table. My mental state ain't never stable. I know that this shit is gonna sting. I'll run your ass through the ringer, nigga. You just got bodied by a singing nigga. It was the beat of the song. It was his flow of the song. It was a good diss track. Now, Quavo has not responded, to my knowledge, with a song. I'm sure eventually he will. Eventually. I saw this post and y'all let Chris Brown get away with too much. If we being real, I'm telling a dude who watched his nephew get killed in front of him, everybody wish was you, all because the nigga fucked a bitch who put a restraining order on you. No. So folk had issue with him bringing up, I'm gonna put up here. Him bringing up Takeoff. Again, child, leave dead people alone. But when it's a beef, it's supposed to be whatever. And Takeoff just died. He ain't been going long, okay. But some folks saw issue with that, but some folk did not. It was just child. It was a bloodbath, if you ask me. I don't. But when Quavo stand down, MPI. Look, I said Quavo stop, because I think there is a side to Chris Brown that I think folk like leave it be. Like it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Now, in my opinion, I'm like, dragging Carucci, dragging Saweetie, and I'm like, leave the women out of it. Y'all beef and leave it be that, okay? But again, when you beefing, it is with its head, okay? Now, in addition to folk feeling some kind of way, child, Jill Scott was catching heat because she had posted, at Chris Brown is amazing. How does anybody sing like that? Dance, look, act, and rap like that? Beyond gifted, it appears exceptional people have to go through exceptional fire. There's nothing to debate. And then somebody responded back and said, I think the women he abused would disagree. Jill said, I doubt it. My mother's ex-husband was a mean, violent human and could lay foundation better than anyone in my city. What he did with cement was awe-inspiring. We got away. He got a raise and praise for his ability. God dealt with the rest. I feel like Jill's point was, I don't think she's negating Chris's past and what he's done, what he's went through, what he's also had to overcome. I don't think she's negating that. I think she's saying, in addition to his downfalls, in addition to the pitfalls in life that he has created, in addition to that, he is talented. I feel like two things can be truthful at once. Chris Brown is a very talented individual. He can dance, he can act, he can rap. He can also, he's an artist as well. Chris Brown is an extremely talented person. And I think her point was, as talented as he is, he's also had to go through that much fire in all his exceptionalness. I don't think that was her, in my opinion. I don't think she meant, hey, he's a great person overall. He's never done anything wrong. Let's love him. I think her point was, when the diss song came out, I was like, damn, Chris Brown can rap. And so she is acknowledging what he's good at in general, because we know what he's been accused of in the past. That's his cross to bear, but I don't, she was catching child heat. I love you, Jill, but he has so many domestic abuse cases. It's ridiculous. We can't look past that. And Jill said, I love you too. I'm not here to fight anyone else's battles. Since women hear the stories, they should avoid this street. Running backwards and moving traffic makes zero sense. They're here for every damn body. Again, that's her point in saying, I'm not here to discuss his pitfalls. I'm just saying, wow, he's a talented person. It does not mean that he did not do things he's been accused of. You know what I'm saying? But folk was like, y'all, they was mad. Drawing and painting it too. And you said right up about painting. Someone said, Jill, you a predator, boo. I say I'm watching you, but I ain't. Never. Just a lot of back and forth between her. But I feel like it's like somebody, it's like when someone said, yes. But R. Kelly being talented does not take away from the fact that he did what he did. I think that's the point. When someone does something, they did what they did. But we can't act like R. Kelly wasn't, when he was in the entry, a talented person. There's still music out there that I don't listen to, but we've seen his talent. And I think sometimes, there's nothing that R. Kelly could put out that I would buy and support currently. But I can't deny, when I grew up, I was not listening to 12 Play. I was not stepping in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny that I was not watching the Cosby Show when it was out. It was entertaining. And even now, if it comes on television, I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes people confuse. You can still feel like, okay, they did stuff wrong. Yeah, yes. I don't support R. Kelly. I don't. But I'm also not going to lie and say he isn't talented. So I think Jill Scott made a comment, and then people went to her comment and then voiced their opinions on what she said. Just saying. But so I was like, I said, Jill, child, not Jill catching a backlash, a full backlash. And sometimes it's the definition of, if I comment on my social media that, hey, I love the color blue. So you don't like red colors? You're against yellow colors? You don't like numbers? I'm like, I just said I like the color blue. That's all. So sometimes, in my opinion, people will put out their opinion on one thing, and then other people pull everything else around that, and then push that as in you are supporting the badness that somebody did. And that's why social media ain't made for all conversations. That's also why sometimes I don't even come on YouTube to discuss certain topics because I'm like, for what? I don't feel like arguing. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like arguing. And sometimes people do like to push their perception of what you said and change your narrative, and then you feel the need to defend yourself. And Jill catching backlash for basically saying, wow, he's a great talent. And sometimes great talent has to go through a whole lot of fire. Because he has. Chris Brown and all of his actions, the charges he's been accused, things Chris Brown's been having to deal with because of his own actions, because of his own tempers, because of his own pitfalls in life. He do have to face his shit. Chris Brown would never live down the Rihanna situation. The Rihanna, Karrueche, and anybody else, I can't recall. There may have been one other person, I believe, who accused him of things. He will never live that down. I feel like the same way with Bill Cosby. You can't discuss the Cosby Show or Bill Cosby without discussing what he was accused of and found guilty of. You cannot discuss R. Kelly and not discuss what he also was found is in prison for. You can't discuss OJ without what he was accused of. Okay, there are many people who we can't discuss their talents and what we grew to love them for without discussing what they did that also made us not be able to fully support them as whatever artist they was in their right, whether it's an actor, a singer, or a sports person, whatever. You know, there are things that they do that you cannot it doesn't come up when that person's name comes up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yes, I agree with the universe. I feel like growing up, R. Kelly songs were amazing. R. Kelly songs were growing up, and again, this is before this is before even the Aaliyah stuff. This is before the videotape of him and that girl came out. His music was amazing, and even not only that, the way information traveled back then, it wasn't like now, where if Chris Brown makes a diss song about Quavo, within 10 minutes, the whole world has heard it. When back in the day, if R. Kelly was accused of doing something, it took time for that information to travel across the whole world. That depended on if the radio station discussed it, if it was in the magazine. Like, we didn't have social media. And with Chris Brown, when that thing happened with him and Rihanna, that was when it was social media. And so the information traveled, the photos traveled, and you were able to visibly see the accusation. You were able to visually see the devastation to what had happened. And so you can't discuss him without that coming up. So that's just what it is. But I also feel like there are people who still feel like he's talented. I saw a comment. But someone said Rihanna forgave him. Rihanna forgave him a long time ago. People are pressed all of the year later, and for some of the victim has moved on from. And I think some folks' issue was because Rihanna wasn't his only victim. Because he was also accused of other things. After Rihanna was Karrueche, and I believe maybe one other person and whatnot. I feel like in 2024 that Rihanna and Karrueche, who have since moved on from Chris Brown, they probably want to stop even being mentioned in whatever that happened with him. I feel like they don't want their situation being consistently judged and consistently discussed, years after, because they probably, and I don't know them, have moved on from it and don't want to keep going back to that place. That's something else about victims of DV, that we at times do not want people to force us to keep hating somebody that we've moved on from. Now, there are also DV victims who have not moved past their trauma, and they want the person who was accused of it to consistently be held accountable, because they have their own ways that they have to work through the trauma. But to me, in response, in with Karrueche and with Rihanna, I feel, in my opinion, I don't think they want to keep being mentioned when people are trying to, talk about Chris Brown. I'm saying, I feel like they're like, Rihanna is with ASAP Rocky. She has 2 children. She has her, her life, her business. Like, she's far removed from that. Karrueche also far removed from that. She has been acting. Y'all know Karrueche has like 3 Oscars as an Oscars. No, Karrueche has 3 Emmys. So I feel like sometimes we have to also understand, while trying to make him the villain that he is, ask yourself, are you re-traumatizing the victims by continuing to make them victims? Maybe they like discuss the new shit he did. Like, don't keep bringing me into y'all shit. That could be how they feel. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean we forgot what he did. We remember what he did. But don't try to pull my name into it, because I ain't said shit. I ain't said nothing. My PPO is still in place against, you know what I'm saying? In general. So people feel how they feel. I'm just saying 2 things can be true. Chris Brown can be talented. In addition to that, he also has a history of problematic behavior towards women. Period. And that's it. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. Y'all, that's all I have. Okay. I told y'all we would not be here that long. Okay. It's only been about an hour and a half. Okay, y'all. I will probably be live. Let me see. Wait, you don't know me? Oh, I don't think they're talking to me. I'm like, what? I said, what the? You see how y'all? I'm like, wait a minute, what?
So now why am I in it? And you could have did
Now,
it.
see, I get thrown in stuff.
I was like, I didn't. I wasn't just a fan, but I don't think Savvy was talking to me. I think in the comment section, y'all talking together. I'm but y'all know I like to see y'all debate in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? And I now like to say, wait, that didn't sound to do nothing. It ain't me. But I like it when y'all have comments in the comment section. And y'all, do not forget, y'all, Love After Lockup is back. Okay, I am back to reviewing shows. So go to my channel. It was a premiere today. Go watch it. So not every weekend we will have a Love After Lockup review. I'm still hilarious. They're still funny. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and watch it and have a good time. Tomorrow I will probably be live tomorrow night, unless something happens tonight. You know what I'm saying? for me to discuss in the morning. A couple days a week, I will go live at 11 a.m. Little lunchtime live. Shout out to S. Kimball, because S. Kimball put that in my chat last night. I thought, well, it's good. Lunchtime live. It'll be from 11 to 12. Okay. On certain days. Okay. So we'll have that. But tomorrow I don't think so, because right now there's nothing else to discuss. But tomorrow night I'll be live at around 9 o'clock. Okay. Be all like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay. I love you all. Have a great Sunday. I hope y'all enjoy this little time together of stuff. Do not forget, when Love and Marriage Huntsville comes back, I will do live reviews on Sundays for that. I'm going to start reviewing, I think, Married at First Sight and stuff. So we shall see. Okay. But again, like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you all. I gotta go. Bye.